let's build a battery pack for my electric bicycle, shall we? I'm going to be making it of lithium-ion cells, because we all know how lithium-ion has far better properties than lead acid. Well, except for lead acid, you can pull more amps from it with them staying at a reasonable voltage. But lithium-ion cells, I will be using and talking about the 18650 cells. That's the size and specifications of these cells. They usually hover between 3.5 and 4.2 volts, and I believe you can pull up to about 6 amps from them before they start to dip in voltage and you start tearing up your batteries more. Now, you can get these from laptop batteries. These are about 12 years old. They're for an IBM ThinkPad X24, that one. And I got them off of eBay for about $8 a piece, so that's about $1, maybe $1.20 per cell. So that's a pretty good price. 2 of these laptop batteries has the same capacity as one $50 motorcycle battery. So I think for $16 that's a pretty good deal. Oh, forgot to charge this one. So anyway, let's tear these apart, shall we? So now, after about 4 minutes of wrestling with the battery, I get 3 packs, which I'm not going to tear them down anymore, because I would just tear them down and then I'd resolder them back together the same way they were. Each one of these little packs right here registers at 4.1 volts, and you can probably pull about 12 amps from it, and it won't dip below 3.5 volts. All 3 packs makes for enough power to run a 45-watt light bulb for an hour. Quite little handy features. And not counting, you get a little thermocouple with it, so you could turn this into a thermostat. So there we have 18 fully charged batteries. We've got 6 more charging on the way. So let's wire these together. Or actually, to be more accurately, let's figure out how to wire them together. Because we have to remember, they produce a lot of heat whenever they are charging and whenever they are discharging. So if you were to have them all bunched up like they were, the ones in the middle would start to overheat before the ones outside. That is, if you charged them at a high rate of charge. Now, if I were to hook them together in a line like that, they would have a good amount of ability to dissipate the heat. But the problem is, I'd probably put them against each other, so they'd be just as worse. I do like the honeycomb idea, though, or the hexagon, even though it's not really fully a hexagon, but whatever. I just like that pack idea. It looks like a firework, you know, like you put it on the ground and you light it and run away. It'd shoot like 20 things up in the air. So now it comes time to solder them together. Since each pair is connected to each other, all I have to do is connect all 3 pairs together. So I'm going to solder it across there. 1, 2, 3. And I'll do the same on the other side with the black one. And that should have enough, that should be strong enough to carry the current without making much heat. without having much resistance. I went to Radio Shack and bought some more connectors and added those, and they fit really nicely. So now, let's put it together. Unfortunately, my battery pack won't work too well because it's only as good as the weakest link, and that's the weakest link right there. These old power wheel batteries just aren't going to cut it. But I should get a little bit of, maybe like a couple hundred feet out of it. So the 3 lithium battery packs register at 12.2 volts. The first motorcycle battery is at 12.2 volts also. And the second one is at 12.6. And finally, the weakest link, the Power Wheels batteries, are running at 11.4 volts. And just as a final check, the battery registers at 48.5 volts. Now let's go take it for a spin. I will not be pedaling and will be going under its own power. This is quite nice. And it's starting to die out. And I'll call that a dead battery. Let's take it back to measure the voltage. Well, the main slowdown were those batteries. They don't have much capacity whatsoever because they are from 1995. Anyway, the the lithium ones, that is the whole point of the video, they drop down to, they're 12.2. They're still pretty much the same. So, yeah, didn't really phase them much.